Hello there. My name is Kyle Fisher, head basketball coach and principal at Harrisburg High School, and member of the Missouri Milestones list presented by Playing on Sports and the Missouri Sports Network. Be sure to give them a follow on X at Sports Guy and at Playing_Sports and Missouri Sports Network. This has been the most complete list of Missouri high school athletes and accomplishments anywhere. Weekly interviews, stats, and scores updated almost daily. Give them a chance to earn your fandom. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to High School Game Day Countdown to Kickoff. Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, alongside here. And hey, do me a favor. Sign up and follow us on Twitter at Scoreboard Guy, at Missouri_Sports, or at Playing_Sports. And you'll be the smartest fan in the stands. Where are you headed tonight? Wherever you may be headed, hey, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. We'll run down through some games, matches that happened last night, touch on a few games coming up today, but also stay tuned. You'll be hearing from our Chevy of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. We go to Neosho High School and bring in Keyshawn Roan, fullback or running back anyway, for the Neosho Wildcats, off to a tremendous start. Neosho is at 4-0. Then we go to St. Louis area at North Point High School and bring in the members of their volleyball team and visit with them as well. That all coming up here in the next segment. Hey, are you nearing retirement or just turned 65? Medicare shouldn't feel like a maze. At Calhoun and Associates Insurance, they guide you step by step, just like a good neighbor would. Hey, they've helped hundreds of folks like you and me pick the right Medicare plan and build a retirement strategy that fits your needs and your dreams. Because planning for the future should not be stressful. It should be empowering. You've earned a peace of mind. Now let's make sure you get it. Call Calhoun and Associates Insurance today at 417-379-2157 or visit calhouninsurances.com. Local experts, personalized advice, and real peace of mind. Hey, give them a call. But looking at the football scoreboard from last night, it was Nixa. They improved to 5-0 as they defeat Lebanon 49-14. Ladue over Hazelwood West 39-0. Ladue now 4-1 on the season. Sullivan moves to 3-2 as they defeat Pacific 22-14, and Parkway North goes to 4-1 in a close game as they defeat Hazelwood East 31-30. Also, Warrenton goes to 4-1 as they defeat St. Charles West 48-14. We'll have Coach Coper on the show tonight from Warrensburg, coming up here on Friday Night Live at 9:30 tonight. And hey, be sure to tune in. All the scores, coaches' interviews from around the state, right there on Friday Night Live on the Missouri Sports Network. Again, you're listening to High School Game Day Countdown to Kickoff here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. On the softball scoreboard from last night, 125 games on the schedule, so I don't know that I'll get to all of them, but it was Albany over Jefferson 8-7. Grain Valley defeats Belton 6-4. Blue Springs over Lee Summit North 15-4. Bowling Green defeats Van Var 12-7. Princeton now 11-4 on the season. They shut out Bramer 15-0. It was Maysville over Brookfield 14-13. Webb City over Carthage 12-10. Carl Junction defeats Bolivar 7-6. Cassville 11-1 over Nevada. Chaffee now 14-3 over Sykeston 15-0. Chillicothe 7-6 over Benton. Clopton over Silex 13-8. DeKalb defeats Stewartsville with Osborne 16-2. Iberia 8-1 over Dixon. Eugene over South Callaway. Smithville defeats Excelsior Springs. Fatima over Blair Oaks 12-11. Fayette defeats Russellville 6-5. University City 14-6 over Hazelwood East. Herman 13-12 over Pacific. Hermitage over Climax Springs 18-16. Holden shuts out Knob-Noster 15-0. Kickapoo 15-7 now. They defeat Nixa 15-6. Kirksville over Moberly. La Plata defeats Green City. Mid-Buchanan 18-6. They shut out Lathrop 15-0. Lawson defeats East Buchanan 15-0. Ozark 11-1 over Lebanon. Lee Summit 10-0 over Staley. Elsewhere was Community over Madison 13-0. Again, these are softball scores from a night ago. Morrisville defeats Wheatland 7-5. Marquette 5-2 over Rockwood Summit. Marshfield playing well. 10-1 over Hillcrest. They're 14-4. McDonald County 2-1 over Seneca. Harrisburg 6-5 over New Bloomfield. Elsewhere, it was Riverview Gardens 12-10 over Normandy Collaborative. Oak Grove over Warrensburg 9-1. Oak Grove 10-1 on the season. Orchard Farm over St. Charles 8-6. Pleasant Hill over Odessa 8-1. Elsewhere, Fort Osage 15-0 over Raytown. Neosho softball 4-1 over Republic. Rittenhour 12-7 over Kirkwood. Rollo over Waynesville 10-0. St. Dominic 15-8 now on the season, 5-2 over Borgia. Owensville 18-1 over St. James. Washington over North Point 15-10. Northwest Cedar Hill 14-4 over Webster Groves. Branson 10-0 over Waynesville. Winnetonka, Winfield, Windsor all on the winning side as well. Lots of girls volleyball action coming up tonight. Just a few of the big matches. Bayless goes to Brentwood. There, Cardinal Ritter will host Crossroads College Prep. Holcomb is at Cooter. St. Francis Borgia is at Corhay Zoo. School of the Ozark is at Crane. Elsewhere, Maplewood, Richmond Heights is at Hancock. North Pemiscot at Holcomb. Westminster Christian Academy is at Ladue. Bradleyville's at Ludi. Marquette is at Parkway Central. Seymour is at Pleasant Hope. Elsewhere, Purdy hosts Macaulay Catholic. Viburnum is at Valley. Arcadia Valley is at West County. All those games are tonight in women's volleyball. Again, stay tuned. Coming up after the break, you'll hear from our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week, presented by Lyona Labor's Local 663, Building, Missouri, and reminding all of us, hey, drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Looking at the games ahead this evening in football, Jennings 4-0 is at Afton. Worth County is at Albany. New Heights Christian Academy at Appleton City. Miller is at Ash Grove. Ash Grove 4-0 on the season. Lee Summit North is at Blue Springs. Both teams there are 3-1. Blair Oaks is at Boonville. Blair Oaks 4-0. Boonville 3-1. Elsewhere, Hollister's at Buffalo. Adrian is at Butler. Battle is at Camdenton, and both of those teams currently winless on the season. Willard is at Carthage. Macon's at Centralia. Again, these are football games tonight. Lone Jack is at Cole Camp. Lone Jack looking for their first win. South Holt is at DeKalb. Lathrop 4-0 is at East Buchanan. Nevada is at East Newton. Sarcoxie's at El Dorado Springs. Kirkwood is at Eureka. Big matchup there. Kirkwood coming in at 3-1. Eureka is 4-0. Both members of the same district there in Class 5. Washington is at Fort Zumwalt South. Raytown South is at Grain Valley. Kickapoo is at Glendale. Kickapoo looking for their first victory. Lincoln is at Hardin Central. Eldon is at Hallsville. Tipton is at Harrisburg. Elsewhere, Owensville is at Herman. Smith Cotton at Hickman. Lexington is at Holden. Liberal is at Jasper. Capital City is at Jeff City. Both teams 2-2 on the season there. Another battle of 2-2 teams. Marshville is at Kirkwood. Pattonville is at Lafayette Wildwood. Lafayette looking to stay undefeated on the season. West Plains is at Logan Rogersville. Big matchup there. Logan Rogersville 4-0. West Plains 2-2. Elsewhere, Maysville is at Marceline. Diamond is at Marionville. Marionville suffered their first loss a week ago. Monette is at McDonald County. Cameron is at Maryville. Webster Groves is at Melville. Hannibal is at Mexico. Two teams there, both Class 4 District 5 members, and both 3-1 coming into this game. Lawson is at Mid-Buchanan, also both members of the same district. Lawson 3-1, Mid-Buchanan 4-0. Fulton is at Moberly. Kabul is at Mountain Grove. Lamar is at Mount Vernon. Whip City is at Neosho. Neosho looks to go 5-0 for the first time, as well as beating Webb City. They have lost 17 in a row to Webb City. North Callaway hosts Palmyra. North Callaway 4-0 on the season. Seckman is at Oakville. Both teams 3-1 there, and both members of the same district. Waynesville is at Ozark. North Shelby is at Paris. Park Hill is at Park Hill South. Branson is at Parkview. Parkway West is at Parkway Central. West Platte is at Plattsburgh. Warrensburg is at Pleasant Hill. Liberty North is at Ray-Pec. Ray-Pec 0-4 on the season. Don't know when the last time you could say that was. Joplin is at Republic, and that's a big matchup there. Drexel at Rich Hill. Elias Catholic is at Rockbridge. Raytown is at Ruskin. Benton is at Savannah. Savannah undefeated as well. Scott City hosts Malden. Seneca hosts Aurora. Keatsville is at Slater. Live for Life Academy is at SLU. SLU looking to go 5-0 as well. Forsyth is at Springfield Catholic. Springfield Catholic looking to go to 5-0. Santa Fe is at St. Paul Lutheran. Hayti is at St. Vincent. Pattonsburg in 8-man football is at Stanberry, but Pattonsburg 4-0, Stanberry 0-4. Lafayette St. Joe is at Summit Christian. Both teams looking for their first win there. Houston is at Thayer. Thayer undefeated on the season as well. Versailles is at Warsaw. Versailles 0-4, Warsaw 4-0. And DeSoto is at Windsor Imperial. All those games will be recapped tonight on Friday Night Live. Friday Night Live, the best and most listened to high school football scoreboard show in the state of Missouri, and by far the most comprehensive. Just running through real quick here on the state rankings in Class 6. Nixa remains at number 1, CBC number 2, Blue Springs South number 3. Jackson moves up a spot to number 4. Lee Summit falls a spot, or Lee Summit North falls a spot to number 4. Liberty stays at number 6. SLU moves up a spot to number 7. North Kansas City moves up a spot to number 9. Lafayette moves up a spot to number 10, and Blue Springs drops from 7 to 10. In Class 5, Platte County remains number 1. Rockhurst is number 2. Webb City moves up one spot to number 3. Cardinal Ritter moves up a spot to number 4. Carthage drops 2 spots to number 3. Tied at 6 is Eureka and Republic. Kirkwood comes in at number 8. Green Valley at number 9, and Farmington is at number 10. In Class 4, Kearney stays at number 1. Lutheran North is number 2 again. Savannah stays at 3. Festus stays at 4. Hannibal stays at 5. Smithville moves up a spot to number 6. Nevada moves up 3 spots to number 7. Warrenton, now 4-1 on the season, previously unranked, moves into the number 8 spot. Mexico at 3-1, also unranked, moves into the 9 spot, and Odessa drops from 8th to 10th. Class 3, number 1, and these have not changed except for at the very bottom, but number 1 is Seneca. Number 2 is Valley Catholic. Number 3 is Live for Life. Number 4 is Dexter, tied with Maryville at number 4. Boonville at number 6. Mountain Grove at number 7. Osage stays at number 8. Knob Noster moves from number 10 to number 9, and Park Hill Central moves from number 9 to number 10. Class 2, Blair Oaks, number 1, Lamar, number 2, Warsaw, number 3. Mid-Buchanan moves up a spot to number 4. Brookfield moves up a spot to number 6. Fair Grove moves up a spot to number 7. Monroe City moves up 3 spots to number 7. Father Tolton moves up a spot to number 8. Centralia drops from number 4 to number 9. And Mountain View Liberty makes their first mark in the rankings, coming in at number 10. In Class 1, Thayer moves up a spot to number 1. Marionville, by virtue of their loss, drops a spot to number 2. Tipton is at number 3. Salisbury at number 4. Ash Grove at number 5. Putnam County at number 6. Van Var at number 7. Windsor at number 8. North Platte moves up a spot to number 9. And Saxony Lutheran makes their first appearance, coming in at number 10, replacing Penny, who drops out. Those are your high school football state rankings here on the Missouri Sports Network. Stay tuned. After this break, you'll hear from our Chevy dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week when we come back right here on High School Game Day. Countdown to kickoff.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again. Welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by the Bank of Billings, established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. It's time once again for our Chevy dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. And we go to North Point High School and welcome in the volleyball members of the volleyball team with head coach Justin Young. Coach Young, thanks for helping set this up today.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having us out. We appreciate it.
Coach, talk a little bit. You're off to a 17-2 start. This was a segment that came about actually from the Orchard Farm tournament where you didn't lose a set in the entire tournament, but just kind of put a bow on the season at this point at 17-2. What are you doing really well, and just talk about the team in general.
Yeah, it's been a phenomenal start to the season. I mean, it's hard to ask for much better than 17-2. I mean, as a coach, you always want to be better. But we're definitely happy with that start of the season. We're halfway through our conference season, undefeated there as well. Start the back half of that on Tuesday. But really we're led by, we've got 6 seniors this year. A lot of them have been on varsity with me since they were freshmen. So it's just been, a culmination of 4 years of a lot of hours, a lot of hard work, and really a lot of credit to the girls. They work so hard day in and day out. We got defensive leaders and offensive leaders, and everybody knows the role and does that job well.
What do you feel like as a team right now that you are doing really well, and maybe an area where if you're going to make a deep run where you maybe need to see some improvement, but what are you doing well right now? What are some areas that maybe you feel like you need to improve?
Right now, defensively, we're playing very, very well from a serve-receive standpoint, and then just defending other teams. We're frustrating a lot of other teams. I know a lot of coaches are expecting to get points and big swings against us, and girls are coming up with play after play after play, and then eventually we can attack from our offensive standpoint. We're also attacking really, really well through the middle right now. We have 2 senior middles, J.C. Thomas, Caitlin Anderson, and they're doing phenomenal through the middle right now as well. As far as improvements, as far as we can do, I think it's still consistency, right? We're halfway through the season. When we look good, we look really, really good. And then when we don't look as good, we're trying to work through that. But that's the beauty of playing best of 5 volleyball, is you're allowed to be off for a period of time. And these girls are really good at just continuing to grind, continuing to push, and really never giving up no matter what the scoreboard says. And that's why our record is the way it is.
Coach, you talk about the 6 seniors on this year's team. What, last year, if you go back to last year, did you lose seniors? What did you have to replace coming into this season, and who's kind of stepping into some of those roles?
Yeah, we lost 3 seniors last year. We lost our starting setter, and one of our defensive players, and we lost 6 rotation outside. So they're definitely big shoes to fill. We've had senior Miley Paling and junior Marley Williams step into that setting role, running a 6-2 offense, and they've stepped into it with flying colors. They've been waiting to have the keys to the car, and they're really enjoying the drive. So that's been really, really fun to just kind of see them thrive in a new role with a lot of expectations, the ball's in their hands every single play, and they've got to make a lot of tough decisions, and I'm asking them to make difficult sets. And they've just been fearless throughout the whole process. We also lost, like I said, our 6th rotation outside last year. She's off playing at Iowa Central College this year, so we had a lot of offense to replace, and we've replaced that through really a team effort. Girls have been stepping up left and right. We've got some newcomers, some sophomores on the squad this year as well. They're stepping up big in big roles with Megan Hudson and Ivana Osorio chipping in for a lot of kills to kind of replace the offense we lost.
As you look at your district, coach, because you're over halfway through the season, at what point do you kind of start looking at that district and thinking about seeds?
Yeah, so we are one of the smallest Class 5 schools. So going into preseason, we didn't quite know if we would be Class 5 or Class 4. So really in our preseason, it was kind of like, hey, let's prepare as a Class 5 school. If we turn out to be Class 4, we'll kind of see where our district, or Michias chooses those teams for us. But we are one of the smaller Class 5 schools in the state. So we're in there with some big dogs in there as far as, St. Dominic and Francis Howell was the Final Four team last year. So as soon as those district seeds came out, our district assignments came out, we were, looking at those right away, trying to figure out like, hey, who do we have to go through? What's our journey look like? What's our route look like? We've talked to practice multiple times about our goals for this year. And right now our immediate goal is to be conference champs. We're 5-0 in the GAC Central Conference. So like I said, we're getting ready to start the back half of our conference play. But yeah, looking forward to districts. St. Dominic's one of the top ranked teams in the state right now. I think they've only got one loss. So we'll be, looking at them as far as that's something we're going to have to go through if we want to, make a deep postseason run.
Has it been determined where your district will be held?
Yeah, Fort Zumwalt North will be our host this year.
Very good. Well, again, we're visiting with North Point High School volleyball team and head coach Justin Young. Coach Young, you've got 3 young ladies there beside you. Kind of start wherever you'd like, introduce them, and we'll visit with them a little bit.
Sure. I brought our senior captain, Libby Meek. She's been our libero and been with me for 4 years. And then the bottom left, we have a defensive specialist, Emma Shryock. She's also been a 4-year player on varsity for us. And then senior setter, Miley Paling, there in the bottom right.
Very good. We'll start with Libby, the captain, up at the top right of the screen there. Libby, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your role is on the team, obviously in the captain's spot, but tell us about the position and the role.
So I'm a libero. Basically, I just play in the back row. I play left back. Feel like a big role that I play is just really like helping the team out and just making sure everyone like isn't getting down on themselves. And I think like the team does a very good job of that in general too.
Now, are you a senior? Libby, are you a senior?
Yes, I am a senior.
Is this the
Yeah.
libero role? Is that a position you've played throughout high school, or have you played other positions?
So throughout high school, I've always been a libero. In club, I'm just more of a DS, which is just anywhere in the back row. But yeah, I just primarily am in back row. Never been.
When the ball is in the air on the other side of the net, what are you having to pay particular attention to? Are you looking for their hitters? Are you looking for their setters? What are you looking for from the other side of the net?
The first thing I'm looking for, like when we're receiving the ball, is the setter. I'm looking at their shoulders, seeing where they're going, if they're going to dump the ball over, so I get that. And then once I see the set, I'm lighting off my blocker on my side of the court and really just looking at the hit and their shoulders. And yeah.
Very good. Coming into the season, as you looked at your schedule, were there matches that you were looking particularly forward to? Do you have a rivalry? Do you know someone on the other team? What were matches that you really look forward to playing?
I was really looking forward to playing Timberland. They're a big conference match for us, and it's always a very good game to play. They have very good players, and it's always a really good matchup for us. And then, yeah, I would say that's our like biggest game that I always look forward to.
Being a senior, what decision have you made as far as next year, or have you made a decision what you're going to be hoping to do next year? I know you've still got your senior year to go, but a lot of times people have maybe made decisions. What, if any, have you made?
I'm hoping to play in college. I'm still like keeping everything open, but that is what I want to do. through college.
Any
But
particular area of study, or is there something you're looking forward to continue your career at the professional level?
I want to be an occupational therapist and like major in kinesiology and stuff like
cool.
that. So yeah.
Is there background? Is there family background in that?
Not really. I just really like sports medicine and would love to be like around sports as much as I can. And
Yeah, is that I had an interest there as well, but that's because I was hurt all the time in college. So I was always in the ice bath or in the training room. Does it come from an injury where you had to go through some things like that?
yeah, a long time ago, I was like 10. I used to do gymnastics and I had a really bad injury. I like shattered and dislocated my ankle. So I was in lots of PT and kind of had to like get back in walking and figure out what sports I wanted to do because I did gymnastics my whole life up to that. I never did any other sports. So that was kind of hard for me, but like going through PT and like a bunch of different therapy, I don't know, it really like sparked an interest for me.
All right. What's your favorite class at school?
I like math and science.
All right.
Like right now, I would say like anatomy is my favorite class, but math is always a little easier for me, so I like
All
that
right.
class too.
What's your least favorite chore to do at home?
Ooh, I think that would have to be picking up the dog poop in the backyard. I hate it.
Okay. I've asked that question a lot. That's the first time I've got that answer. Well, Libby, again, on behalf of Chevrolet and Lionel Labor's Local 663, congratulations on being part of the Team of the Week.
Thank you so
Emma
much.
is down at the bottom left. Emma, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Emma, tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles and responsibilities are.
I'm a defensive specialist, so again, I only play back row. I play middle back on the court, so right next to Libby. And one of my biggest roles, I would say, is obviously making sure I can get to anything that's over Libby, Miley's head, or anybody on those sides of the court. But I'm also paying a lot of attention to the hitters at the net and helping my hitters, telling them how many blocks they have, how many open spots on the court, and things like that.
I've attended several volleyball games. Both of my nieces are actually volleyball coaches in the Springfield area, so I've got to go and I got to watch them play growing up. And there's a lot of talking going on, and tell us a little bit about what. And you kind of mentioned what you were saying, but what are you paying particular attention to when the ball's on the other side of the net, and what's coming out of your mouth? Are you telling them go to your left, go to your right? What's that audio sound like?
Yeah, so talking is definitely one of the biggest things that comes with volleyball. Particularly for me, I'm always watching when the ball's on the other side of the court. I always watch for the setter, watch if they're going to dump it, watch where they're going to push the ball to. I'm also letting my hitters know, like when they go up to hit, if the other team has two blockers going up, I'm just simply yelling 2, 2, 2. Or if they have no blockers, I say none. Same with one. I'm also yelling just anything I possibly can to give them the opportunity to score the point. Like I said, talking is probably the biggest thing that comes with volleyball. And if you're not able to talk to your teammates, you're probably not going to get a lot done. And our team is very fortunate to have girls that are willing to talk to each other.
What are you doing on a game day or a match day to kind of get prepared mentally and physically? Are you getting a lot of rest? Are you drinking lots of water? What are you doing?
Definitely hydrating. That's a big one. Always got to get enough water in your system. I also like to kind of zone in before the game by listening to some music. I don't really have specific songs I listen to, kind of just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. But music's definitely a good kind of pump up thing I use.
Give me an example. What's on your playlist?
Oh gosh, I got everything. I don't like it's all over the place. I like Drake. I like got a few country songs in there. Like it is all over the place.
You got any superstitions? I mean, do you have to eat a certain meal before a game? Do you have to put your right shoe on first? Anything like that?
I don't have anything to do with like eating or anything like that, but I do have something weird about gum. If I start a game with gum in my mouth, I have to finish the rest of the game with gum. If I start a game without gum, but I'm playing bad, I put gum in my mouth. and then it's about gum. That's
All right, Emma, what's your favorite class at school?
my favorite class is definitely probably my science classes. My science classes this year are leaning towards the medical field, which is where I want to end up. So I find those very intriguing.
Any particular area of study in the medical field?
I'd like to be a NICU nurse.
Oh, background, you got family in that?
Not particularly like nursing, but I do have a lot of family in the medical field.
Very good. Any college on your mind? I mean, medical school. My daughter's in pre-med at up at in Kansas City. Do you have got a college picked out?
I don't have a particular college picked out. I have been looking at a few, including UMKC, MOBAP, Maryville. I'd like to stay in state, but we do have some really good medical schools in the area.
Very good. What's your least favorite chore?
Definitely the dishes. I don't like the grossness on the plates.
All right. Well, Emma, on behalf of Chevrolet and Lyona Labor's Local 663, congratulations for being part of Team of the Week.
Thank you so much.
All right. Miley, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, what position you play, and what your roles and responsibilities are.
So I'm a setter. My job is to make the hitters look good. So I'm constantly trying to pull blockers and really get the hitters a one-on-one block or none if that's possible.
So what are you paying attention to when the ball's on your side of the floor? I mean, obviously you've got to get someplace to set up, but what are you thinking about and what are you looking at with the ball on your side of the court?
I would say against good middle teams that it's really about trying to make them move and make sure they don't get to where I'm setting the ball, because that makes the hitter's job easier. So,
Molly, tell us a little bit about your pregame routine as far as getting mentally and physically prepared. What are you doing pregame? Are you listening to music? Are you eating the same food? Are you staying hydrated? What are you doing?
I always have to drink an energy drink before games. That's like my number one rule. And then really the rest is just music. All day at school I listen to music, and it's like getting myself locked in for the game.
All right, what's on your playlist?
I got a couple crazy songs. Welcome to the Jungle. Some Drake. It's really all over the place. Enter Sandman.
Very cool. Now, do you have any plans after high school? What are your plans at the next level?
I have not decided if I want to play volleyball in college yet. I mean, I want to go through the process to have options, but at the end of the day, I really don't know yet.
As you look at your schedule, coming into the season, were there any maybe specific matches or even a tournament that you were really looking forward to?
My favorite game is also the Timberland game. I feel like that's the most game that all of us are like all mentally prepared. We are all happy to be there, very excited to play them every year. So it's a very good competitive match.
Very good. Very good. So what is your favorite class?
I like science this year. I'm in forensic science, and my sister is in college right now to become a forensic science. So I think that class is probably my favorite.
Good. So I don't have to ask you about your background. It's your big sister, or you just kind of following, huh?
Yep.
What's your least favorite chore?
Probably the trash cans, because I forget a lot. So I'll be going up there at 11 p.m. in my pajamas, gonna take the trash out. So yeah,
Very good.
my favorite.
Well, ladies, it's been a privilege to get to visit with you, and I really appreciate Coach Young setting this up. And again, congratulations on behalf of Chevrolet, Lyona Labor's Local 663, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol for being part of Team of the Week.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
And I have one more question for all four of you. You can just signify by raising your hand or saying yes or no. I'm a mandated reporter for the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, ladies, hey, thank you so much for being part of the Missouri Sports Network here today. Coach, I appreciate you setting it up. Best of luck as you go forward, and hopefully you'll make a long run, and we'll get you back on, and you can show everybody that Longhorn in the background again, Miley.
Yeah.
Very good. You are watching High School Game Day here, countdown to kickoff on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds all of us, hey, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat's strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. And every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Seems Bill's up the creek without a paddle.
That's not funny.
And while he really wants a new boat, at Central Bank, we're helping Bill plan for what's most important, like retiring early and fishing whenever he wants. Hey, Bill, try it again.
Fine.
Hope a new boat's part of this plan.
Dream bigger, Bill. We're thinking about a cabin, too.
Now that's a plan.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by Loon and Labor's Local 663, Building Missouri, and reminding us, hey, drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Also presented by the Bank of Billings, established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. We go to Neosho High School. We welcome in head football coach Brandon Towdy, and on our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment here, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Coach Towdy, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us on.
Coach, you guys off to a tremendous start, 4-0. Tell us a little bit about the season up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good start. We've got a good group of kids, a good group of seniors and leaders on this team that have put a lot of time in the offseason. And some of these guys have been playing for us for a while now since they were underclassmen. And they've just worked extremely hard, and that hard work's paying off on Friday nights. And Keyshawn's a big part of that for us at the running back position. And we've got some veteran guys up front in front of them that kind of help open those holes. So it's been a good start, and we're excited to continue to grow and get better every week.
As you approach the halfway point here, at nearing the halfway point here at 4-0, what do you feel like right now the Wildcats are doing really well on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I think our biggest strength has kind of just been focusing on ourselves and continuing to just focus and get better every single day. You know, we talk about each day being our most important day, and our kids have bought into that mentality. And, you know, our running game has been really good to start the year for us. Like I said, Keyshawn's been a huge part of that, along with Blaine Patterson, our quarterback, and then our big guys up front have just done a great job of owning the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. And, you know, we all know when you can control the line of scrimmage, good things are going to happen on Friday nights.
Again, we're visiting with Neosho head football coach Brandon Towdy, and the athlete of the week here to his left, Keyshawn Roan. And Coach, tell us just a little bit about your background. Where'd you go to high school, college, and how did you end up at Neosho, and how long have you been there?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of been around a little bit. I grew up in Nebraska, a small town in Nebraska, and played football at Nebraska Wesleyan, a private school in Lincoln, and then moved to St. Louis and worked at Winsville Holt High School for a year, and then traveled down to Joplin, and I was at Joplin for 10 years. I was the offensive coordinator there for a long stretch, and then I got the opportunity to come to Neosho as the head coach, and this is my 5th year in Neosho.
Outstanding. Outstanding. You've got a young man sitting there beside you, our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Tell us a little bit about Keyshawn and what makes him special.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn is, he's kind of the epitome of our team. He works extremely hard. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a leader in the classroom as well as on the field. And so he leads by example, but he's just a strong, hardworking individual. He spends a lot of time in the weight room. He's got a really big squat, one of the bigger squats on the team, and it shows on Friday nights. And but really his biggest assets are just his work ethic and his leadership ability within our team.
Outstanding. Well, Keyshawn, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. First off, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations for being named an Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Keyshawn, take us a little bit, through your high school history. Have you always been a running back? Tell us a little bit about your background and the position you play, and maybe what some of your responsibilities are.
Well, when I started football, I was actually a fullback. We did the wishbone offense. I was a fullback most of the time because I was really bigger than a lot of other kids. And then, everybody started getting bigger. So, I had to get in the weight room, squat low, jump high. So once I got to junior high, our defensive coordinator, he was our head coach, and he really drove us. And I played outside backer and running back. And then once I got to high school, a lot of the people who graduated, Denver, Jared, they really showed me. And playing behind Denver last year really helped.
Very good. What are you doing on a daily basis? I know you're getting prepared to play a game tonight. What are you doing during the day to kind of get mentally and physically prepared? Maybe drinking lots of water, getting lots of rest, maybe looking at film. What do you do to kind of get prepared for a game?
Thing we used to say last year is, go to the movie. So imagine the best thing for yourself. Really is what I like to do, and just not focus on like the big things, but doing the little things I know that I can control and control the controllables.
As you break the huddle, or as you're looking at the line of scrimmage, what are some things that you're keying on? And don't tell me what they are, but are you looking for specific keys? Are you looking maybe for the Mike linebacker? Are you looking for a safety? And it may depend on the play, but what are you looking for when you come to the line of scrimmage?
What I do is once the ball snapped, I slow it down, and I if you stay square, you can see everything open up. And really, usually, most of the time, there's going to be either one or two places you can go, and I just hit whatever hole is more open. I just use my legs and run.
And don't tell me what it is, but do you have a favorite play? Do your eyes get big when a certain play is called? Do you have a couple of plays that are kind of your go-to?
Yes, I sure do.
All right. Tell us a little bit about rivalry games. You've got a Webb City team coming in tonight. Do you have are there games you really look forward to when you look at the schedule? Maybe someone on the other team. Maybe in Webb City's case, a team that you haven't really gotten to win a game against in a while. But what are games that you look forward to playing?
I wouldn't say there's a specific game I look forward to. I just like playing the game of football. So any team we play, I love playing. There's not really any rivalry, I should say. I just like the game of football. I just line up, strap up, and play. Any
superstitions? I mean, do you have to wear the same, put the left shoe on first? Or, do you have any superstitions pregame?
What was that?
Do you have any superstitions? Like pregame?
No.
You don't?
No.
All right. Now, you're a senior, correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you made any decision about what you're going to be doing next year? Are you going to go to college?
I know for sure I want to play at the next level, like for sure.
Do you have any particular area of study that you're looking for, maybe coaching?
No, not yet.
All right, very good. A couple more questions here. Again, we're visiting with our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, Neosho Wildcat football player, Keyshawn Roan, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Keyshawn, if you could get in a time machine and go back to that 8th grader, Keyshawn Roan, and give yourself some advice based on what you know now as a senior, is there any particular advice that you would go back and tell yourself when you were in the 7th or 8th grade, hey, get in the weight room more or get in the classroom more? What advice would you go back and give yourself?
I would tell myself to be more of a leader and to show people like what we're capable of. Because I will say that was one of our weaknesses when we were younger. Is just doing whatever we wanted. So I tell myself that.
Couple more. Do you have a favorite pregame meal?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's McDonald's, but in the ocean we call it the Mick. And what I do is everybody gets the $5 meal. I get the McDouble, no pickles, light ketchup, light mustard, and I get a large Dr. Pepper, no ice. Don't drink all of it though, only like half of it. You gotta stay hydrated. Hydrate.
Very good. Do you have a least favorite chore that you have to do at home? What is your least favorite chore?
Hands down, it's the kitchen. Hands down.
All right, very good. And once again, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And one more question for both of you, and I am a mandated reporter for the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Always.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right. Very good. Well, gentlemen, hey, good luck tonight, and maybe here as we get into the season, we'll maybe visit with a few more Wildcats and maybe some of those guys that are in front of you that are kind of making the way for you. But congratulations.
Appreciate it. Go Cats.
Hey, you're watching the Missouri Sports Network here on the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks here on High School Game Day countdown to kickoff. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds all of us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. And a little play.
Hey, little help?
And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hi, Dad. Can we give them a ride?
Yeah.
The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Leaders know there's no guide to greatness. When everyone else says something can't be done, they know it only hasn't been done. Yet. True leaders weather the fiercest storms and look deep within themselves to rise above and help others find their way forward. At Great Southern Bank, we're proud to partner with visionaries that help raise the tide for all of us. And when you're ready to bring your vision to life, we'll be right behind you with award-winning support.